Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Chantelle from City Girl Flower Farm. Well, welcome to the farm. You might be wondering, how did this all get started? Well, it's a great story. A few years ago, my husband and I found our dream acreage. It didn't look quite like this, but I had a vision. And my vision was for a beautiful garden. We really wanted our family to learn to nurture and grow foods and flowers that we can grow here in Saskatchewan. We started with the haskamps, delicious berry. You'll see them throughout the interview, and they're all over our property. And I'll tell you a little bit more why I love haskamps so much later. This is the flower garden, and how City Girl Flowers got started was simply by passion for growing flowers. I wanted to learn how to grow flowers. The first year I read some books, I took some classes online, so very thankful for our University of Saskatchewan who offers some great classes. And I talked to local flower growers to see what works and what doesn't, and some good ideas to try. I put the seeds and the annuals in the first year, not really knowing what to expect. But as hopefully many of you have found out in your growing journey, you put something in the ground, you nurture it, and wonderful things happen. And that's exactly what happened to us out here at City Girl Flower Farm. So throughout the summer, there were flowers here and there were flowers there, and I had so many flowers I didn't know what to do with them. I thought, share them with our neighbors, they loved the flowers. Share them with friends, they loved the flowers. I still had so many flowers to give them away. Local cafes got the flowers, so did my hygienist and my hairdresser. Thankfully, it was my hairdresser who came up with the idea to invite others out to enjoy the beautiful flowers in the garden. And wasn't too sure at first, and another very well-known photographer in the city helped support me, and she thought that was a great idea too. So being supported by wonderful professional women entrepreneurs is really what led me to City Girl Flower Farms. Now I offer workshops, private events, and have quite a successful little flower cart at the end of the driveway where I'm able to offer locally grown flowers to all of Saskatoon and area. It's really a blessing to be able to grow such wonderful things on the land, and we're thankful for each day. Growing flowers is something really that anybody can do. To be honest, this is only my third year of having the garden. Before this, I didn't know how to grow anything. And you'll see that really, if I can do it, you can too. Growing flowers is a passion. I learn new things every year. I try growing new flowers every year. I keep a gardening journal of things I definitely want to grow again and things maybe I'm not so sure about. There is a wonderful local community of growers in Saskatoon. We like to meet every few months, and we're a bunch of women who welcome each other, and we share ideas, we share our losses and some of our highs and lows, or as we call them, our roses and our thorns. And it's really a great community. So calendula, I don't have a favorite flower, but I really, really do love the calendula because it's one of those special flowers that you can eat. Calendula is known for its many medicinal purposes, and I encourage you to go and look some of those up. Here at City Girl Flower Farm, we like to eat the petals fresh. They're so good. And in salads and even cookies. Many of the flowers I grow at City Girl Flower Farm can be used in teas or eaten fresh. It's one of the great things about being a flower farmer, is that when you work in the garden, you always have things to eat too. Okay, so this is the food area of our garden. This is an area of the garden that's very important to our family because we all find a lot of enjoyment in snacking on and tasting and enjoying the bounty that a Saskatchewan garden can bring a family. We have enough to share with friends and family, and sometimes even strangers too. This is a great area and a good example of how a family can work together. Every day we are out here weeding, watering, and nurturing the plants. And the boys see the process of the work that goes into a garden, and I think it helps children to understand not only where food comes from, but a certain respect and not being wasteful with food either, which is something very important to me as a mom. Growing food in Saskatchewan can happen, It takes a lot of love and a little nurturing and lots of sunshine, like a gorgeous day today. Welcome to the apple orchard to be. This is one of my favorite places on the acreage, and really it's a place that's been a little bit of a growing emotional roller coaster because apples can be a little bit tricky to grow on the prairie. And being new to growing apple trees, I'm learning new things just about every day. You can take a look at this apple tree, for instance, and one of the battles we have on the acreage is the deer love to come in and have brunch, lunch, midnight snack in the orchard. I've taken many precautions. Yes, I've tried rubbing Irish soap along the fence rails. We have a 12-foot high privacy fence, and the deer still find their way into my apple orchard, trying to live in harmony with the deer. You'll notice some of the apple trees have an interesting shape to them. It's because the deer like to nibble the lower branches. And I was telling one of my girlfriends who is a flower farmer about how my apple trees all look a little bit funny because they have no branches on the bottom and then they bush out on the top. And I took a picture and I showed it to her, and she goes, just tell people they're a special variety of apple trees called the bonsai apple tree. So if you come out to the acreage and you're lucky enough to get a tour of the apple orchard, you too might just get to see some of our apple bonsai trees. So this is a very special part of the acreage for us. This is our haskap maze. In the maze, there's over 280 haskap bushes that are about 4 or 5 years old right now. We put them in when they were just babies. They were 2 years old. Just like our kids, they've done a lot of growing. Thank you.
This is haskap.
We love haskaps as a family. We eat them all season long. The boys enjoy picking them. And
even we play a fun game with them when we like put the juice on it so it looks like blood.
And the haskaps are great all season long. We have them in the freezer and we use them in the winter in smoothies and in muffins. The haskap maze is a very special place because it was designed by my oldest son, Foster. Foster was 7, and as some 7-year-olds do, was going through a maze drawing phase. And around the same time, we had the opportunity to purchase the acreage. And I saw this spot and I just felt what a wonderful place to build a living maze. So we used over 280 haskap bushes to make the maze. The haskaps are edible, and we love eating them all season long as a family.
Yeah, it's part of our we have a fruit forest at the back, and this is part of that. So we have cherries, we have the orchard behind us too, the apple orchard. But the haskap maze is special because it's got a special place right in the front. And actually Foster's room overlooks it too, so he can look down at his maze anytime. And we have this nice relaxing swings in the middle of it too.
My husband and I like to take a few minutes after the end of a busy summer day to sit here and reconnect and take a look back on all the things we've done at the acreage. We really hope you've enjoyed coming along on this little tour. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.